Hi, my name's Simon Levell. I'm the Chief Executive of MiKashBoks, which is an app that is transforming informal finance all over the world. I'd like to talk to you about three things specifically. Firstly, the problem that MiKashBoks solves. Secondly, how it works. And thirdly, who it's for. There are 1.7 billion people in the world who don't have access to a bank account. We estimate that at least a quarter of these, over 400 million people, regularly save and borrow together in community groups and with friends. These saving and lending groups are a brilliant help for their members in managing their finances. Because they're based on social bonds, there's a really strong incentive for people to make their contributions regularly and to pay back their loans on time. But there's a problem. Most of these groups operate offline. People keep records manually. This makes it really hard work, as well as being unsafe and liable to fraud. And this puts people off. That's where MiKashBoks comes in. It's a really easy to use app that brings all that offline activity online. This makes saving and lending easier and safer. It also bridges the gap between informal and formal financial services. Our users build up a credit history in the app, and we can then link them to formal financial services so that they can access products that they couldn't get before, like loans or insurance products. So how does it work? It's really easy. You start by creating a group, friends or family who want to save together. You set it up in the app, a bit like setting up a WhatsApp group, and invite friends to join. You then set your own rules for how much you want to save and how often. You then enter your transactions each time you save or borrow in the group. You don't need a bank account. You can link it to a mobile money account, for example, to make the transactions. At the end, you cash out. You get the money you've earned. Job done. Finally, who is MiKashBoks for? Most importantly, it's the users. We have groups running in several countries around the world. MiKashBoks is for anyone in developed or developing countries who saves and borrows in a group. We also know that many of these groups are sponsored by non-profit organisations. Running groups like this can be expensive and time-consuming. At MiKashBoks, we're working with these organisations to save them time and money. We provide a real-time dashboard so that the organisation can see at any point in time how all of their groups are doing. But we're also working with financial partners like mobile payment providers or banks or insurers. MiKashBoks gives them a way of offering their services to users that they previously couldn't access. The problem that financial institutions have is that people without a credit score are too expensive and risky for them to service. But they're missing out on a huge market opportunity. Those 1.7 billion people are still financially active. Because MiKashBoks enables those people to build up a credit score in the app, we can provide a cost-effective way for financial institutions to service those users. In summary, MiKashBoks solves a real problem that affects hundreds of millions of people. It's simple to use, and it makes saving and lending easier and safer for those people who desperately need access to better financial services. We'd love you to come on the journey with us as we transform the world of informal finance.